Hey, and welcome to an episode of the Roving Nothing Ventured podcast. We're here at the Dream Factory in Chance Street for the London Venture Capital Network drinks event. Looking forward to getting some hot mic'd, scandalous 3-minute bites from all the various guests that are turning up today. It's going to be a hot evening. Looking forward to it. Hello and welcome to another Nothing Ventured on the Roam here at the Dream Factory in Shoreditch. I have with me in the studio Thomas Windsor. Thomas is a co-founder and CEO of The Round. The Round is a B2B SaaS tool for real-time spatial streaming. Great to have you here in the studio.
Thank you for having me.
No worries whatsoever. So look, this is a bit of a quick fire. What was your first ever job?
Oh, my first ever job was actually with Foxton's estate agent. When I was 18.
Okay, that sounds very interesting. Can we unpack that for a second?
Briefly, yeah. And actually, no, there's a little bit of a story here. So I started with Foxton's when I was 18. And I actually, within 3 months, I wrote this round recently on an application as something like, other than the work I'm doing now, something I'm quite proud of. I sold over 4 million in houses in the first 3 months I was there. And I got promoted to senior sales exec. I was the youngest person ever to get that in that company.
I mean, that's pretty awesome. I don't know anyone who could afford like £3 or £4 million worth of housing.
Multiple people. That was like 6 or 7 houses I had offers on. But anyway.
Okay, awesome. And what prompted your move into building your own startup?
Well, that was a long time ago, but the move into building my own startup came in around 2016. I was working in the theatre industry, and then I got introduced to immersive tech. And then from then, I just got completely obsessed, and I set up a consultancy initially, delivering immersive tech projects with the cultural sector, working with my network within the theatre industry. And then from that, my current startup kind of evolved.
Amazing.
Kind of came out of that work.
And if you hadn't have built The Round, what do you think you'd be doing?
Oh, what do I think I'd be doing? Well, I think, to be honest with you, startup world suits me. Entrepreneurial family, entrepreneurial parents who work for themselves, typically saw mum and dad still in the office 10:30 at night while at home, So I think inevitably I'd have ended up in this world in one way or another, whether or not it would have been in the sector I'm in if I hadn't got into immersive tech at that point. Maybe more around the performance kind of theatre, acting world, looking at my own kind of education, training kind of area.
Yeah, so essentially building on the skills that you love, not selling houses to
exactly to rich people.
From Foxtons. So let's talk about The Round. Can you tell me a little bit about what it does, but also your funding journey? Are you bootstrapped? Have you raised capital? What's the story there?
Yeah, absolutely. So The Round, as you said, it's a SaaS tool for what we call real-time spatial streaming. We've developed a protocol that allows us to take motion capture, facial capture, and audio data, compress, synchronize, and convert that into our own binary format, our own codec, for want of a better word. We can then stream that across the cloud, delivering really high-quality real-time animations into any augmented reality, virtual reality, or gaming platform, allowing for real-time animation distribution streaming, in essence, of animations.
Is that right?
What do you mean by loss?
So compression doesn't lose quality.
Exactly. Yeah. So we don't lose any quality. We can stream at 60 frames per second. That's actually just a cap we've put on it. We think we could keep pushing that up and up and up and up, but we don't have any packet loss as well within the data, which is really important for live distribution because you don't want to miss anything. That's really key. So we've developed this protocol that's our own proprietary IP, and we're packaging it up at the moment to be a SaaS tool that goes out to developers, studios, and the real vision is to be the way animation is distributed into any virtual world.
Amazing. And what's your funding journey been?
Yeah, absolutely. So we started off with funding from Innovate UK.
Okay.
We applied for funding from Innovate UK, and we got an initial small grant. Then we got a much larger grant from them. So we've had about £250,000 in grant funding from Innovate UK. And then we've done pre-seed. We have Outlier Ventures who led that, Gangels and Primal Capital. Really proud of those particular funds, particularly Gangels and actually all three of them.
So Gangels, I'm just trying to remember now. I've recorded a podcast with one of the partners there. Her name escapes me right now. I'm pretty sure she's been on the podcast, but I will come back to that in a second. Yeah.
But the Gangels are amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
They're an incredible group. So yeah, we've got Gangels, Outlier Ventures, and Primal Capital on our cap table, all of which are absolutely amazing. And we're currently doing seed, raising our seed round at the moment.
How much are you raising?
£1.4 million.
Okay. And how's that going in the current climate?
It's going okay. We have 200,000 already committed, actually, from Gangels. They put another 200K in. At the moment, I think summer was twice as long as summer typically is. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like August is usually quiet. I think this year
it was way quieter.
No, but I think July and August were quiet this year. Do you know what I mean? People just like tapped out. But September's going well. We've got about 4 or 5 people, and it's just a lead at the moment we're looking for. But we've got, as I said, 200,000 already committed, and from our existing investors, a high chance of additional capital once that lead's committed. So it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, amazing. I mean, like for the most part, we see with our not just our client base, but in the wider ecosystem, like funding rounds that used to take 3 to 6 months are now taking 6 to 9 months. So there's definitely been like an extension there, I guess, and people need to kind of be prepared for that. But on that point, if you were to think about 3 investors that you'd love to have on your cap table, or even on your board for that matter, who would those be?
Oh, that's a solid question. Should I probably mention one of the VCs I'm actually speaking to, just in case they hear it? No, but in all seriousness, one of the VCs who we are speaking to is perfect for us because of their background and the companies they've invested in as a group, Outlier Ventures, who are just like the perfect VC for us. Unfortunately, I am talking to them, but we'll see where that goes. But they, the kind of companies they invest in, the immersive tech, the kind of we some of their companies would be clients of ours.
Sure.
That's what you really want. Obviously A16Z, I think, with their gaming arm as well, would be fantastic for us. And they've got, what is it, Speedrun or Game Run or whatever they're calling it, that accelerator that's going on at the moment. I think would be another fantastic angle for us. And I think the other big one who I would love to get on board would probably be actually Sequoia would be incredible, obviously, but I'm just trying to think who would probably be the best people. I think Local Globe would be a really fantastic VC for us. I've tried to get in touch with them, but I think Local Globe with their portfolio has always been a really high priority of mine.
Yeah. Amazing. So the angel the investor I was thinking was Nancy Feckney, who I think was with Gangels. I'm not sure if she still is, but anyway. And for our audience, Thomas, where can they find you online? Are you on LinkedIn, Twitter? Where's the best place?
Absolutely. So LinkedIn is the best place to find me. Thomas Windsor, no D in Windsor, Winsor. The amount of times in my life I've said that on the telephone. That's the best place to find me. Also, it's The Round. And theround.live is our website. And they're the best places where I hang out.
Amazing. Thank you so much for joining me.
No, my pleasure.
Excellent.